in me for a story to help you find rest and gentle dreams. Faith in the Little Things. This story is about Dahlia and her mouse friend Phlox, who together, with faith and perseverance, protect their village from a devastating flood. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village surrounded by vast meadows and winding rivers, there lived a kind-hearted woman named Dahlia. She had a small cottage at the edge of the village, where she tended to a beautiful garden filled with blooming flowers. Each morning, she would sing to her flowers, believing that her voice made them grow stronger and happier. One day as Dahlia was pruning her roses, she noticed a tiny creature struggling near the roots. It was a small mouse with fur the color of the night sky and eyes that sparkled like stars. Dahlia gently picked up the mouse and cradled it in her hands. The mouse, whose name was Phlox, squeaked in gratitude. And Dahlia could feel the small creature shivering in fear, and she spoke softly, promising to keep it safe. From that day on, Dahlia and Phlox became inseparable. They shared their meals, their stories, and their dreams. Phlox had an incredible ability to understand and respond to Dahlia, forming words in the earth with his tiny paws or using leaves and petals to draw pictures. The villagers soon got used to seeing the curious pair together and marveled at the bond between the woman and the mouse. Dahlia often told Phlox about her belief in the goodness of the world and the importance of having faith in the little things. She would tell him about the time she found a lost coin that led her to a rare pearl, which in turn saved a child's life. Phlox listened intently, his tiny heart swelling with admiration and hope. One chilly autumn evening, a fierce storm blew through the village. Dahlia's cottage, while sturdy, was no match for the howling winds and torrential rain. As the storm raged on, a nearby river swelled and threatened to flood the village. Terrified villagers gathered on higher ground, praying for a miracle. But Dahlia and Phlox stayed behind. Dahlia believed that the flowers she had nurtured had the power to protect the village. She and Phlox worked tirelessly through the night, gathering petals and leaves to create a makeshift barrier around the flood's path. Phlox's small stature allowed him to navigate through the tightest spaces, placing the petals with precision. Dawn broke and the storm had passed. The villagers were amazed to find that the river had not flooded their homes. The petals and leaves had somehow held back the waters, protecting the village from devastation. Dahlia and Phlox were hailed as heroes. That day, the villagers' faith in the little things, from tiny mice to delicate petals, grew stronger than ever. Whenever doubt crept into their hearts, they remembered the night a woman and a mouse showed them the power of faith and the wonders it could achieve. Dahlia and Phlox continued to live happily in their cottage, surrounded by flowers and the deep bond they shared, always reminding each other and those around them of the magic that lies in believing. And so in that little village, the legacy of their faith continued to blossom with every sunrise. Here's another gentle story for you. Wisteria and the kind-hearted troll named Flower. This story is about a young girl named Wisteria and a kind-hearted troll named Flower who bond over their love for the stars and teach their village the beauty of kindness and friendship. Once upon a time, in a serene village nestled between tall, majestic mountains, there lived a young girl named Wisteria. She had long, flowing hair the color of midnight and eyes that sparkled like the evening stars. Wisteria's evenings were her favorite, because she loved to gaze at the stars. One night, while she was lying on a hilltop meadow, she saw a shooting star streak across the sky. She made a wish, as she always did, whenever she caught sight of one. This time, she wished to meet someone who understood her love for the stars. In a dense forest not far from Wisteria's village lived a kind-hearted troll named Flower. Unlike other trolls, Flower had a gentle nature and loved tending to his flower garden, which he had grown for years. His flowers, under the starlit sky, emitted a soft, magical glow. Flower often wondered if there was anyone else who appreciated the stars as much as he did. One magical evening, as Wisteria wandered deeper into the forest, she stumbled upon Flower's garden. At first, she was frightened to see a troll, but the warm glow of the flowers and Flower's gentle smile eased her fears. "Hello, Flower," said softly. "I'm Flower. These are my starry friends." He waved a hand over his glowing garden. Wisteria's eyes widened in amazement. "They're beautiful," she whispered. "I love the stars too." That night, they sat together under the sky, sharing stories and dreams. Wisteria learned that Flower had always felt lonely because most people were afraid of him. Flower learned that Wisteria wanted to find a friend who shared her wonder for the night sky. As they talked, a bond was formed, and they became the best of friends. Wisteria would visit Flower every evening, and together they would watch the stars. They named the constellations and made up stories about the stars. One night, Flower showed Wisteria a special flower that only bloomed once a year, under the light of the blue moon. He called it the star blossom. "It is beautiful," I-5 said, her eyes shining with wonder. "Falmouth is just like you," Flower replied gently. The star blossom glowed brightly, reflecting the joy in their hearts. From that night on, the villagers noticed a new happiness in Wisteria, and she often spoke of her friend, Flower. Although the villagers were initially skeptical, they soon realized that Flower was indeed kind-hearted, and that his love for the stars brought a magical warmth to their village. Wisteria and Flower's bond grew stronger each passing day, and their friendship became a beacon of hope and joy. They taught the villagers to look up at the night sky with wonder and appreciation. And so, under the watchful eyes of the stars, the village and the forest thrived together in harmony, illuminated by the radiant glow of kindness and friendship. The next story is ready to carry you further. Frisia and Aster, a tale of peace. This story is about Frisia, a kind human, and Aster, a devoted dwarf, who together overcome a creeping darkness to restore peace in their mystical forest home. In a quiet, mystical forest, surrounded by towering ancient trees and the gentle hum of nature, there lived a human named Frisia. She had long, golden hair that sparkled in the sunlight and eyes as blue as a midsummer sky. Frisia's heart was pure, and she had a deep love for all living things. One day, while exploring a part of the forest she had never been to before, she stumbled upon a small, hidden village nestled among the roots of an enormous oak tree. This village was home to a community of dwarfs, people who had lived in harmony with nature for generations. Among them was Aster, a kind-hearted dwarf with a twinkle in his eye and a long, braided beard that touched the ground. He tended to the gardens and spoke to the trees, believing in the magic of nature's whispers. When Frisia and Aster first met, there was an undeniable spark of friendship between them. Despite their differences in height and cultural backgrounds, they quickly found common ground in their shared love for the forest. They spent hours together, exchanging stories, laughter, and joy. Frisia taught Aster about the stars and celestial constellations, while Aster shared his knowledge of medicinal herbs and the secret languages of animals. The village, once wary of outsiders, soon embraced Frisia, charmed by her kindness and her genuine respect for their way of life. She helped them in their gardens, learned their crafts, and celebrated their festivals with heartfelt enthusiasm. In turn, the dwarfs showed her hidden pathways through the forest, inviting her to witness the serene beauty of their world. The peace in the forest was soon threatened by a creeping darkness, a shadow that slowly spread through the trees, causing plants to wither and water to turn murky. Frisia and Astra knew they needed to act quickly to save their beloved home. Together, they embarked on a quest to find the source of this darkness. They crossed rivers, climbed mountains, and ventured into parts of the forest that even Astra had never seen. Along the way, they encountered challenges that tested their courage and their bond, but their friendship only grew stronger. Finally, they discovered an ancient, forgotten grove guarded by an old, wise spirit who revealed that the forest's harmony had been disrupted by a long-lost artifact buried deep within the earth. The artifact was a piece of the past linked to a time of great strife, radiating negative energy that poisoned the land. The guidance from the spirit, Frisia and Esther unearthed and destroyed it, releasing a wave of pure, healing energy that restored balance to the forest. Plants blossomed anew, rivers flowed clear, and the forest thrived once more. The villagers rejoiced, and Frisia and Esther were hailed as heroes. Their bond had not only saved the forest, but also deepened the ties between humans and dwarfs, ensuring a future of lasting peace and cooperation. And decided to stay in the village, her heart at home among the dwarf and the trees she loved so much. Castor continued to tend to the gardens, now with Frisia by his side, their friendship a testament to the power of unity and the enduring beauty of peace. Let's explore a new tale, soft and warm. Sweet Pea and Acalypha, a tale of laughter. This story is about Sweet Pea and Acalypha, who bring laughter and joy back to their village through their infectious laughter and heartwarming friendship. Once upon a time, in a cozy village nestled within a valley of laughter, lived a kind-hearted human named Sweet Pea and a gentle, caring hare known as Acalypha. Sweet Pea had a contagious smile that could warm the coldest of hearts, and her laughter was like the chiming of silver bells. Acalypha, on the other hand, had the ability to sense the emotions of others, and her presence brought a calming aura to anyone nearby. The pair were inseparable, their friendship a beacon of joy in the village. Every day was an adventure for Sweet Pea and Acalypha. They would explore the blooming meadows, sing with the birds, and dance with the fluttering butterflies. Their favorite spot was a large willow tree by the sparkling river, where they would sit for hours, sharing stories and laughing until their bellies ached. One day, the village was stricken with a strange sadness that spread like a dark cloud, dulling the colors of the vibrant flowers and silencing the cheerful songs of the birds. Sweet Pea knew that only laughter could chase away the gloom. With Acalypha by her side, she set out to bring joy back to their home. They visited every house, from the smallest cottage to the grandest mansion, telling silly stories and performing funny dances. At first, the villagers were too sorrowful to respond, but Sweet Pea's laughter was infectious. Slowly but surely, smiles began to appear, and soon laughter echoed through the valley. The flowers regained their colors, and the birds resumed their singing. The village, once again, became a sanctuary of happiness. Sweet Pea and Acalypha had proven that even in the darkest of times, the light of laughter could prevail. As the sun set on their joyful village, Sweet Pea and Acalypha sat under their willow tree, reflecting on the day's events. Sweet Pea turned to Acalypha with a radiant smile and said, "I know it's amazing how something as simple as laughter can change the world." Acalypha nodded, her eyes twinkling with contentment. With indeed, sweet laughter is the music of the soul, and with it, we can heal hearts and spread joy. And hand in hand, they watched the stars emerge, feeling grateful for the magic of laughter and the bond they share. Thank you for being here. May you rest well.